道に迷わない能力と添付の際って言えるかな。
じゃあ西に行けば絶対にあったりしないよな。
声が大きいと情報に影響してしまう。慣れない土地では地元のガイドは雇った方がいいぞ。
もう一度お試しください。
僕は東に行くからついてくるなよ。
じゃあ西に行けば絶対にあったりしないよな。
声がこんな場所があったなんて影響してしまう。慣れない土地では
清掃プログラム実行中。過去の記録に基づき一つお願いがあるのですが、モラ、レジ、歯車、鉱石、おもちゃ、キャラメル、お菓子、髪留め、靴下、サンダルなど小さいものを放置しないようご協力ください。
情報に影響してしまう。慣れない土地では地元のガイドは雇った方がいいぞ。
僕は東に行くからついてくるなよ。
道に迷わない能力と
世の中にこんな場所があったなんて。
じゃあ西に行けば絶対にあったりしないよな。
影響してしまう。
Okay. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Otherwise it'll be a little awkward. So, wait until you guys can hear me. And alright, guess. Oh gosh. I forgot to turn off Nightbot. Ignore that, I guess. Or I guess, this stream is not sponsored by Theory of Restart, by the way. But, Nightbot thinks so. So, we can't let the robots take over. So, we'll just have to ignore Nightbot. And, you know, I know Ineffa probably doesn't appreciate us ignoring, her fellow robot, but, yeah. So I apologize for that. I'll go change the Nightbot situation later. But let's see. Here we go. So we have our wishing stuff here. We have Ineffa. I did pull her already, but we're gonna up the ante quite a bit. And here's the deal. I definitely want to C6R5 her, even though, like, you know, I guess, like, how should I put this? Like, Emily into Kanish did age pretty well, although they aren't, like, the top times in terms of, like, the speed running and stuff, but they're, like, good, right? They're, like, pretty good. But to be fair, you know, it's so hard to say when it comes to what's upcoming with Nodcry and 6.0 and stuff like that. And I don't even know why I, like, really care about that. Like, I don't try to push, like, speedrunning records these days as much, for sure. So, yeah, it's probably not that important. But, here we go. Regardless, today on the agenda, the robot agenda, we are going to Constellation 6 Refinement 5 Ineffa for sure. But there's also something else that would be nice to get. Depends on, you know, how lucky / unlucky we get. But there's also the Starcaller's Watch. And ideally, you actually have 2 R5 Starcaller's Watches due to its compatibility with some other characters. Like, for example, with... And this is largely for whales, okay, guys? Don't... Wait, did I select Baizu? I thought I did. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, there he is. With Baizu, because actually, when he auto-casts his shield at Constellation 2, it actually activates the Starcaller's Watch. And why does Baizu even matter in today's meta? Well, he's actually still pretty good for Milani vape teams, because you can utilize him. Plus, for example, a cryo applier like Klee or something in her mines, and you can just rely on something like that to pull off some vapes, or you can, of course, have a Hydra character reapply, or or sorry, a pyro character reapply pyro onto the enemy as well. But the burning doesn't hurt, and also, you know, the 56% bonus damage is pretty good for Milani. Of course, this is not a wise use of money at all. Okay, so I don't recommend it, because you're, you know, obviously you're just burning your money for very little reason to do so, unless you're like me, do that. So let's see. So Ineffa, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't really talk about leaks on my channel, but I've already expressed like pretty clearly what I think about like her future and stuff. And whether or not, you know, you guys think I'm right about my speculation that I've mentioned multiple times in 3 of my recent videos, actually. Actually, hang on. I think my desktop audio is a little bit loud. Let me adjust that. You guys are gonna be blasted by my whatchamacallit. Hang on. Desktop audio. Okay. We're gonna adjust this to 50%. Hopefully that does it. Okay. So yeah. You know, I've kind of expressed like what I think about, you know, Ineffa and Ineffa's place. I mean, she's already a decent character, all things considered. She doesn't like break any kind of DPS ceilings or thresholds, but the reality is Nodcry is coming, and once we kind of get like the new mechanics and stuff from Nodcry, including additional lunar charged characters potentially, right? Of course, I'm speculating. Then, you know, Ineffa could age quite well into that meta, and she's also going to be very powerful for version 5.8 as well. In terms of her artifacts, honestly, if you've got something usable, right? Like, you know, I would describe my current set as usable, nothing like crazy or fantastic, right? And I would just stick with that for now, until, you know, we get more information and stuff like that. So yeah, we're playing Future Impact. That's a great point. But version 5.8, you know, you're going to be rewarded for pulling Ineffa. Like, Genshin Impact has been changing to really reward you for pulling the character for the current patch, right? Like, in terms of the end game content, we already saw the Abyss has plus 75% lunar charged, and I think electro charge damage, but definitely lunar charge damage. We see that the Cactus Man also, like, you know, takes a lot of additional lunar charge damage, and you can break his hat like that too. So yeah. So, you know, when content is like this, Ineffa should feel pretty good for at the very least 1, 2, I would even wager 3 to 4 patches personally, because of the advent of lunar charged, as well as, you know, Nodcry's meta and all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, I mean, look, Flynn's looks like an Electro DPS character, and if I had to guess, the only way to kind of distinguish him, and he's from Nodcry, my money is that he's a lunar charge DPS character, and that's my speculation and guess, and I think that was super obvious. I feel like anyone could have guessed that after seeing him and you know, like seeing all the Electro and stuff on him. So yeah, Verissa might be one of the shortest lived DPS characters to date, although I think, like, you know, Verissa still does a ton of damage, so we'll have to see how much damage Flynn's does. But yeah, it's just kind of funny for Verissa, I guess. But yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and start some polls. Okay, so let's actually take a look at her history real quick. And I did already poll her, and it took, I believe, let's see, we have 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page, 5 page, 6 page, 7 page. The last poll should be Skirk. 8 page, 9 page, 10 pages. Okay, here we go. Come on. Did I get unlucky? I don't remember. It seems like I probably... Oh, wow. Okay, we basically hit nearly hard pity, but not quite, right? But we got Skirk right here, and she's the last character, and I won the 50-50 in 80-ish polls, I believe. And here we go. If we go and take a look at the weapon banner, you can see here that I pulled the Fractured Halo. This one I got much more lucky on. So we're at 80 polls for Ineffa, and we are at 20 polls. Is that 20 or like... Yeah, it's like 22 polls. I'll just count it as 20 polls. 20 polls for the signature weapon, the Fractured Halo. So what's the goal for this stream? This stream, the goal is to get Ineffa to Constellation 6. Of course, me being a, you know, dirty whale, and, you know, guys, don't be like me. And the goal is to hopefully also get another Starcaller's Watch. If we get a few copies of it, then we can consider going up to R5 for it. But I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have the resources. Actually, frankly, if we get super unlucky on Ineffa pulls, we may not even have enough resources for a C6 Ineffa. But I guess that's where the fun lies, right? We're about to find out and see if that's the case. So, yeah. So, yeah, Versa is still super flexible. I agree. She definitely she can be used with a lot more different like team compositions and stuff. But I mean, let's be real. The way that Stygian Onslaught works now is that there is not like super clearly, but definitely a strong bias towards certain teams versus certain bosses. And you know, like with the mechanics favoring, for example, Lunar Charged tremendously, you know, obviously a character like Ineffa will do fantastically against like the Sombrero Hat Man. Whereas, well, Versa, to be fair, still does fantastic against that thing too. So, yeah. Am I pulling for C6 Ineffa instead of saving for Nodcry? I mean, I pull for C6 for almost all the characters. I pull for, like, I mean, look at my account. I only have a few characters that aren't at Constellation 6. Who are they? I think Linny is one of them. Linny's a character who I didn't pull for his constellations. And I think, I got Sinus. Is this some Electra character? Oh man, yeah, I don't remember all I have Arlecchino's, but I haven't activated hers. Oh, I never pull for Claron's constellations, and she's kind of getting doubly replaced now, right? She got Verissa right after her. Now she's probably getting Flynn's right after her. So I feel pretty bad for Claron. And let's not even talk about Sino, right? Like we don't even need to talk about how deep underground this poor lad is. I mean, he's like, you know, you think like Claron's 6 feet under. Yeah, this guy's like 12 feet under, right? There's just like no saving him. I mean, hey, maybe Lunar Bloom could save him, assuming, you know, we get Lunar Bloom and Nodcry. But yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, the thing is like, even Claron in a Quick Bloom team, I mean, I haven't done the math for Claron Quick Bloom versus Sino Quick Bloom, but I'm willing to guess that it's kind of close. It's probably kind of close. So, So my poor boy Sino, this was not money well spent. And to be fair, I knew that like going into it, right? But you know, I did it for the content. And let's see, who else do we have here? I think that's all the characters. Alhaitham. Oh wow, I still haven't activated his constellations. That's kind of crazy actually. Kanish as well. I never pull for his constellation. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of kind of Dendro playstyles, if you can't tell, right? I got all these Dendro characters that don't have their constellations. Tignari I do, but yeah. So I got Nahidas, and why did I got Baizu's, I guess. Wait, he provides 80 elemental mat. No, he doesn't. Holistic, you have to use his burst. No whales like ever use his burst, okay? So this is like a Xiao constellation for whales. Like it's barely even there. So anyway, yeah. So I got his constellation 6 for whatever reason. Let's see, what other characters did I think I got every Animo except for Mizuki, and I still haven't gotten any Mizuki dupes yet. Not like it matters in the slightest. It doesn't matter. Oh, we can activate Lanyans actually. I mean, I may as well at this point. Sure. Why not? And yeah, I think that's almost all the elements. I think I got everyone for Geo. I like Geo as an element. And this might surprise you guys, but I am more of like, how should I play it? Like, do I like these characters? Which tells you a lot. I like most of the characters. Which is why I have them at Constellation 6. To be fair, Xiao and Venti, like, I don't like them that much, but I still got their Constellation 6s. But, like, when it comes to a lot of the other characters, you know, like, it might surprise you guys that I'm not fully just a meta slave. But here we go. So we did not get Siege Wing's Constellation 6 either. And Nilo, Personally, I'm hoping Nilo has a renaissance, and I said this in my videos, but if Bloom becomes really good, I am excited for Nilo, right? Like, Nilo's got some pretty explosive and fun playstyles, and, you know, it can be pretty comical to see what happens to her in Nod Cry. So, really curious to see what happens. But, okay. So, here we go. It is time to start wasting my money for your entertainment. And I'm excited to be disappointed in my polls, or potentially not. But I will say, streamer luck, okay? I'm streaming my polls because I wanted some good luck on these polls, okay, guys? So that is that is the reason why I'm streaming, and it's also to say hi to you guys, okay? Say hi to you guys. I missed you all. So if I get 2 doubles, you will subscribe. Wow, that's a pretty high bar for a subscription. I guess me just asking you to subscribe isn't enough, which if you haven't subscribed yet, hey, there's that button right there, and it's free too. It's free. I promise you. You subscribe to nothing but a good time and a lot of bad jokes like this one. So, okay, here we go. We need 6 Ineffas, 5 Fractured Halos, and hopefully 5 Star Callers Watch, and just 500 polls. Can we do it? No. But one can dream. So let's start doing it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, okay. Okay. 4 stars. So FYI, I've already spent 80 polls to get my first Ineffa, as well as 20 polls to get the Fractured Halo. So we are 100 polls in the toilet already. We do have 1 copy of each. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip the 4-star poll animations because otherwise we'd be here all day. And a fun fact, actually, right now my wife is on a business trip. So that's actually one of the reasons why I wasn't able to pump out the Alice early access video to spread the rabbit resistance against the robot army. Because unfortunately, you know, my wife was bought off by Big Robot, and she is traveling right now. So, and I've been taking care of the kid and stuff like that too, and trying to make these videos as well. So, yeah, I do still need to sleep. I do still need to sleep on occasion. So here we go. We are 70 polls in. This next one, very likely a 5-star character. 50% chance for it to be a Ineffa. 50% chance for it to be Mizuki, who I will also be happy with, and whatever percentage, okay, not 50%, 50% chance to potentially be Mizuki, or a big disappointment. And we're about to find out. Okay, I'm gonna let this one play out. Okay, all right, Lanyan. She's got a 5-star shield, but she's not a 5. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I mean, it was inevitable, so... You know, I had it coming. I had it coming. Oh my gosh, not a good start. 80 pulls! We're at 160 pulls for Ineffa, and we got 1 copy of her. And, oh man, this is not a good start. I was hoping to get C6R10, not C3R1. Out of the summoning session. Oh no. Streamer luck is no longer real. Streamer luck is no longer real. Oh my gosh. Okay, Sethos. You know what would be really cool? Is if they showed you how many copies of Fischl that you've gotten. You know, I think I've had... I think I've gotten enough copies of Fischl to, like, run her entire kingdom that she's the princess of. In terms of the amount of money I've spent on her. So, let's keep going though. Oh man, this is not good. Oh my gosh. Are we going to go to one? Are we going to go to like 160 pulls to get Ineffa? Oh god. Yes, we are. Okay. I mean, obviously it's Ineffa. But 150 pulls for one more Ineffa. Oh man. We may not have enough. You may not have enough. Okay, yes. Thank you. Thank you. This is what you're doing to me right now. You're punching me, Ineffa. Oh my gosh. I've already had enough of these polls. Can't deal with this. Okay, so can we at least win like 5 or 4 more 50-50s here? One can dream. No early polls. Nothing. Alright, hang on. Okay, we're about to be 200 polls in and just one Ineffa. Oh my god, okay, hang on. We need a different approach to this. We need a different approach. Okay. I'm gonna go. Here's what we're gonna do. We need to summon the inner robots, okay? So, oh, by the way, I absolutely love Yelan's new costume. Looks fantastic. So, who else has robots? I think Kachings can kind of count as a robot. Oh, no, sorry, not Kachina. Oh, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. Jump scared me. So, where is she? Okay, we got robot. Okay, what other robots are there? Are Sitlali's devices robots? Is Kofier? Yeah, it's kind of a robot. Okay. It's a robot. It's a robot. I can take that. Scaramucci used to be a... You know what? Isn't Scaramucci like a puppet too? Which is kind of like a robot. And he used to be a giant robot. Okay. Oh, Ryza has a robot. Okay, I think this team is good though. This team is pretty good. We got a full robot team. And we're going to summon all the robots. Alright. So here we go. I'm going to summon this robot. Summon that robot. Summon this robot. And we have our robot friend right here. Okay. So we brought out all the robots. And we're going to see if this summoning ritual works, okay? We're bringing all the robots. Oh yeah, Shenyun also uses a robot. Yeah, she does. She does. Okay. Shenyun instead of Kachina. That's fair, but I think we set this up. If we keep losing our 50-50s, then we'll replace a Kachina. We'll throw her under the bus into the Night Kingdom or whatever. All right. Oh my gosh, another 60 pulls. None of them are coming early. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Wow, so we're at another 80 pull. 5-star character. Absolutely savage. And if we don't win this 50-50, oh man, I'm going to have to top up again. Wasn't planning on that. Oh, come on. Did we win the 50-50 at least? All right. Guide me to the 50. Guide me to the Ineffa. Here we go. Magic guide. All right, all right. I bow my head to you, 50-50. RNGesus. Yeah! Holy cow! Tignari! Not even Mizuki. Oh, this is a disaster. 300 and... Wait, 230 pulls. 230 pulls. For one Ineffa. Yikes! That's a big yikes. That's a tremendous yikes. I can only imagine how like y'all like free-to-play players out there, you know, saving up 230 pulls or whatever, and you get one copy of the character and then 2 stand. This is absolutely brutal. Oh man, this might be one of my worst summoning sessions yet. Holy cow. Okay. Oh yeah, we got to kick out Kachina. This is all her fault. This is all Kachina's fault. All right, Kachina, you're kicked out. You're kicked out. Where are you, Shenyun? We need a replacement robot pronto. Okay, and we also need to battery her up. So let's battery her up real quick so we can bring out the robot. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, Kachina. The problem was that Kachina's not. Her thing might not be a real robot. So. Okay, hang on. One more particle. There we go. Okay. That's a decent number of robots. That's a decent number of robots. So here we go. All right. Bring out the 1 robot, 2 robot, 3 robots. And this time we'll put Wander on the field, so that way we have 5 full robots on field. Wait, no. Ineffa is also a robot that would be on field, so it doesn't really work. Oh my goodness. These summoning rituals have proven to be ineffective so far. This is dastardly. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have tried to stand up against the robot revolution in Genshin. This is what we get for thinking Genshin's becoming too futuristic. 80 pulls every time for a 5-star. And you lose every 50-50. I think the next 50-50 that I lose is going to be the radiance or shining, whatever it's called. Because like that thing triggers after you lose like X number of 50-50s. Oh my god, we're going to like 80 again. Oh. What a disaster. Okay, come on. I mean, we know it's Ineffa. Get her out of here. Get her. Yo! Okay. Redemption. I mashed that skip button because I was like, okay, we just got one Ineffa. All right. We got some redemption. Finally, a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. These pulls have sucked, but this makes it a little bit better. Okay? This makes it a little bit better. But we can just let Ineffa vacuum up the rest of the trash. Okay. We did get a double. So that guy almost owes me. A subscription. Oh, hey, Naughty Seal. Sorry, Nightbot deleted your message. I apologize in advance for that. Also, this stream is not sponsored by Ethereum Restart. But I do appreciate them sponsoring me, by the way. So in case Nightbot lets you guys know that, yeah, the stream is not. So I just always forget like to change Nightbot. So yeah. So let's go. Okay, we got a double. All right. I feel a little bit better, but you know, like let's be real. I wonder if like Genshin has like a, you know, they basically conform the probability with your polls to roughly line up with like the rates and stuff, right? Like they kind of like apply the law of large numbers to kind of I don't know, maintain that probability chart that they're supposed to. I don't know what I'm yapping about, but maybe Sethos does. That's why he came. He came to explain what's going on. So yeah, here we go. Yo! Okay, 5-star. Actually, that wasn't early. I don't know why I pretend to be excited because it's like, what, 70 or something? Anyway. Emerald Orb. Okay. Cool steel. This will be cool if we get Ineffa. Alright? Chi-Chi! The worst of them. Oh man, another 50-50 lost. So we've only won one 50-50 so far. Oh. I feel like Chi-Chi is extra insulting. Like Chi-Chi's extra insulting because the other ones are like, at least they, I don't know, they're not Chi-Chi. Here. I got this cool water bottle though. You guys can see it. It's a tank cat and you unscrew its head to drink fluids from its internal organs. Quite morbid if you ask. Oh, heads will roll. That's how I feel about these polls. Oh my god. Okay, let's. Okay. Oh, we're already almost out of polls. What a disaster. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, come on. Here we go. I'm just going to pretend like that didn't happen. Erase it from my short-term memory. So. Yeah, we're going to have to top up big time. Besides that double, none of them are coming early. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Every single one is like 80 pulls. Oh, this is terrible. Okay. Finally. I've really had enough of these pulls. Really had enough of these pulls, guys. Alright. One cool thing about Ineffa, though, is that she summons a little robot whose name sounds like Vegeta. And Vegeta is one of my favorite characters in, like, anime and stuff. So that's cool. You get to use Vegeta. That's a bit of a stretch. Like, I'm seriously, like, Gomu Gomu no stretching there. But, oh man, 500 pulls down the toilet. Oh. And we are not even close to our goals. Not even close. Absolutely a disaster. But, can we turn this around? Let's see. How many can we get here? Let's get 150 here. 350 here. Okay, that puts us at another 500. Wow, wow. Alright, I was hoping, like, this would be one of the streams where I'd, like, pop off and be like, yeah! I'm out of here in, like, 16 pulls! No, man. No. We might be out of here by, like, what, 800 pulls at this rate. Okay, come on. Let's at least win the next 50-50, or at least have that sparkly one appear, because the game feels so much pity for you that it just gives that thing to you. What is it? A radiant wish? What's it called? Alright. Wait. Okay. Is it called the radiant one? Let's see. Alright, here we go. We're playing with luck yet again. Capturing radiance. Thank you. These days, all these different names and stuff of all these video game things. Hard to keep up with. Okay, come on. Let's do it. Next character, right here. Next click is Ineffa. Oh my god, again! Tignari, that's Tignari again! Oh, that's 4 50-50s lost! Oh my god, 4 50-50s! Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Here's another theory. Maybe Hoyoverse is trying to, like, improve their monthly sales report. So they're just, like, flipping the switch right now to make people like me super unlucky. So we gotta pull a lot to get this character. And she's a robot. You know, like, I gotta be honest. I'm not that into robots that much. Okay? But, yikes. Can we at least get her early? Oh, man. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring out the vacuum cleaner, okay? Okay, she's got the vacuum cleaner out. Actually, hang on. Wrong menu. Okay. She's got the vacuum cleaner out. I think that's the problem, right? If her vacuum cleaner is occupied against the robot, she cannot suck away my Primo Gems. That's the idea. And we're going to see if this strategy is effective or not. Is effective or ineffective. Ineffective. That's so hard to say. I can't quite deliver that one well. But we're basically going to hard pity again. Oh my god, we're not gonna get anywhere near R5 on the weapon. We're basically going to, yeah. Oh my gosh, this is basically hard pity again. Okay. All right, kids. This is why you don't play Genshin Impact or gacha games in general. They will crush your wallet. And we're not going to get a double this time either. Oh, big yikes. We still need one more. We still need one more, and we're going to lose that 50-50 too. Just watch. Oh. And it's going to come at 80-80. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, 20. You know what? We're going to rapid fire. I've had enough of these polls. I think the game keeps hearing me make these terrible jokes. And that's why it's like, no. This is what you get. This is what you get for being a dad. Oh. Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay. Alright. Another 80. Yeah. Radiance for sure. I'm skipping that. We know it's Radiance. I mean, once you lose that many 50-50s, the game just gives you the Radiance to make it feel like, I don't know, to make you feel like you're lucky. There's like a formula behind it. Okay? There's like a formula behind it. So, I don't even like consider that lucky. Like we knew that was going to happen. Okay. All right, so we're at Constellation 6 now. But absolutely disastrous pulls. And just for that, I'm going to be petty. Does this thing even attack? Alright. I feel better. I feel a little bit better. That was a little petty, but I felt like that was justified, okay? Sometimes we can be a little petty. Alright? So, let's do it. Okay. We're going to do the weapons. The dream was to get R5 Fractured Halo and another R5 Starcaller's Watch, but now if we just get the Starcaller's Watch to like R4, I would be pretty happy, okay? With whatever number of pulls we have left. Because this has been an absolute catastrophe. 780 pulls to get C6 Ineffa. Completely disastrous. And my posters are crooked in the back. Oh yeah, huh. Yeah, they are a little crooked. Good eye. Maybe I'll go fix that later. Or maybe I'll make it even more crooked. But let's see. Oh man, we're going up to 70 pulls for the weapon banner too. Okay, 60 pulls. That's all basically hitting soft pity right there. Okay. We won the 37.5% chance. I can live with that. One problem is, do we switch back over to the Starcaller's Watch? Because if the goal is to get that, and if I'm going to do it anyway, like if I'm going to go for copies of the Starcaller's Watch, I don't want to get like 7 of these things, right? So to preemptively get the Starcaller's Watch would be the strategy right now. So we're actually going to change course and switch over to the Starcallers. Obviously, if we lose the 37.5%, or sorry, if we hit the 37.5% to get the Fractured Halo, we're fine with that, right? But if we're also going for the Starcaller's Watch, then we got to switch back and forth. No space. All right, okay. Take a short little break. I think offing Ineffa actually did help. That actually did seem to help our luck a bit. Let's go ahead and get rid of these trophies of shame. This is you don't want to show like people you know IRL this, because they'll realize that you have a problem. Okay, you spend way too much money on pixelated waifus like myself. So I don't show my parents this for good reason. Right here. Okay, so that's how you know. Okay, we've brought great shame. No, not that one. I keep pressing character page. There we go. Okay. Let's keep going. All right, 240 pulls and a dream. 240 pulls and a dream. Oh, hey, hold up. I just got jump scared here. Okay. Are our weapon banner pulls actually going to redeem? Okay, we're experiencing some redemption here. All right? Like, the weapon banner is coming in for us. Ineffa may have betrayed us, but Pillow Grandma has her blessings, okay? She is blessing us right now. Thank God. Okay. We are recovering from this, and it's all because I've been watching the Starcaller's watch, okay? All right? That's the trick. So we're going to cancel this and switch back over to the Fractured Halo. I'd rather make sure I get the Fractured Halo over the Starcaller's watch. Like, I can live without R5 on that thing. So, yeah. Alright, so we are at 30. 40. Okay. Nope. Okay. Can't get that lucky on the weapon banner, okay? We can't get that lucky. Like, that would be insane. Yeah, now we're basically going to soft pity for the weapon. Okay. Not bad. I think that came a little bit early. I do feel quite thrilled about the weapon pulls. Oh, no, until I saw that. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, my prayers have not been answered. That was certainly a lost prayer of not getting either of the useful weapons. So basically, I hit that 25% to, get something worthless. But, oh well. It's okay, alright? I can accept that. So, worse things have happened. Although, not much worse than... Okay, here we go. We got it. We got the Fractured Halo. No longer are my dreams fractured. That's kind of early, right? It's kind of early. I'm so bad at keeping track of how many polls, because I'm trying to, like, say something interesting. And trust me, guys, it's harder than you think when you're like me and you're not particularly good looking or funny. But let's go. Okay, come on. Wait, so we are at 3 now, right? Let's make sure. I do not want to overpull on these. So we are at 3 and one of this. We're going to switch back over to the Starcaller's watch. All right, we're going to switch back over to Starcaller's watch. Here we go. So, keep alternating. And this is the strategy. All right. Here we go. Come on. Oh! Early. All right. Is it one of the ones that we want, or is it going to be the Skyward Spine? Let's do it. Okay, come on, right now. Damn. Oh. Okay, next one. Right now. Nice. Another Starcaller's watch. Ironically, had I just left it on the Fractured Halo, we'd be in better shape. But the game knows, right? The game knows. Okay. So, going back to the Fractured Halo. This could be the wrong play, actually. This could be the wrong play if I'm going to go for R5 on both. Because right now I'm one Fractured Halo ahead of the Starcaller's watch. Yeah, it's fine. I don't need R5 on my second Starcaller's watch. I mean, what am I? A freaking Leviathan? No. I am a modest whale, okay? Among the whales, I am like a bit larger than average, but not like a Leviathan, okay? Like, have you seen some of those CN bros pull? Okay, those CN guys are crazy. Like, they pull to support their waifus, okay? Like, which is insane. Like, I pull to get the character to their max power. Oh, disgust. What is this? Oh my gosh. I mean, maybe back in version 1.0, people have been like, yo, but no. We're way past that. We're on firmware 5.8. So we are well past that. But we've lost, we've hit 2 of those 25%, which does kind of suck. But it could be worse. Could be worse. Okay. So let's keep going. Keep going. All right. It's not a bad weapon pulling session, all things considered, right? Especially considering, like, because I'm fine with getting both weapons, it makes it a lot better. But I guess in terms of just getting the number of fractured halos per pull, it's been pretty bad. But it's also because I've been swapping back and forth. So if you really think about it, what did I get? Wait, what have I gotten so far? Actually, it's not great. I think I've gotten 2 Starcaller's watches. And just 2 fractured halos and 500 pulls. It's actually bad. Right? Yeah, that's actually bad. You average a signature weapon every 500 pulls or so. We spent, I mean, wait, actually, no, it's good. It's good. It's good. How many pulls did we spend on that? We spent like, okay, no, it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, don't worry, guys. Don't worry. It's good. It's good. It's good. All right, it's good. I was tripping. No, we're still reasonably lucky here, but oh no, we're gonna have to top up. No, we're gonna have to top up. Oh man, I did not want to top up. All right, fine, let's go. Come on, 2 fractured halos and 100 pulls. Get me out of here. Yes, we know it's a fractured halo. I don't need to watch that play out. I'm just gonna go straight for R5 fractured halo. I don't want any more Starcaller's watches. I'm over it. I'm over the stars. I'm tired of watching this. Just one more 37.5%. Yeah. I got 2 Starcallers and like 50 pulls. Okay, yeah. Man, I gotta get better. I gotta just get good at this game and, get better at pulling. Right. Like, this is how you get good. Come on, baby. 37.5%. Get me out of here. No. 37.5%. Let's go. All right. Are we done? Do we not have to top up? Come on. Oh. Whew. Spence is killing me here. Thrilling tales of wallet slayers. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, blood-tainted greatsword. Next one is it. Oh my... Another skyward piece of shit! Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Disgusting! Alright, we still had a few reserves in the tank, okay? We still had a few. Alright. The weapon banner took a turn for the worse, and we have enough. We don't need a top up for R5. Okay, we have enough. But I've lost track of how many pulls I've done. How many did I refresh previously? Was it like 100? Was someone else paying attention? Hopefully they were, because I wasn't. But maybe I'll have to do like a post-editing check to see. But yeah, not a good summon session, to say the least. I wonder if I've had worse. And I've done a lot of pulls. I've done a lot of pulls in my career. My Genshin impacting career. Oh man. Come on. Just at least give it to me a little early. No, we're gonna go up to 70. Alright, well, y'all saw it happen in a 1080p. We got 2 big yikes. Skyward Harps. 2 Starcaller's watches. And we got 4 fractured halos. Let's go. Okay, so not atrocious because we got, you know, a few Star Colors watches, which is nice. And yeah, in terms of the other stuff, 2 Skyward Harps and 1 Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds as well. So we hit 3 25% chance losses right there. And then we hit, you know, the rest of these, right? So we got 6 of what we wanted and we lost 3 of those. So yo, holy cow. Oh my gosh, Naughty Seal again, dude. Thank you so much, man. You've dude, you always support my streams. I really appreciate you, man. Really appreciate it. Awesome stuff, dude. 50 memberships, man. You're making me have to make some more membership videos for you guys. But yeah, no, awesome, dude. Thank you so much. So much. Really appreciate it, dude. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're getting wrecked. We're getting wrecked. Okay, hang on. Let's take a look at our spoils of war here. Of war against my wallet. Dude, Naughty Seal, awesome, man. Thank you so much, so much. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And you guys can now utilize these pufferfish emojis. I apologize for Genshin Impact closing every time. I forget what the shortcuts are for that, but it's something. So yeah, you can use those. My sisters made those little emojis. They actually made me some more emojis, but I haven't added them. I forgot how to add them. I'm sure it's somewhere in YouTube Studio to add them. But all right, it's time to activate. It's time to activate Ineffa's constellations, and we'll take it from there. So we're just gonna bring Nilo for this purpose. And we'll bring a couple electric characters as well. To help battery her up when needed. And we're just gonna test out her constellations really quick. So here we go. Alright. Start testing. Is Chaska, Mavwika, Bennett, Silali team that strong? Yes, it's a fantastic team. I will say this though. The end game for Genshin Impact is shifting and really being mechanics like based. If your team cannot deal with the mechanics of the fight, then that team may as well have a quarter of the DPS that they should, like on paper. Whereas a team that can deal with okay, a quarter is a bit extreme. I'd say maybe like half, okay? Whereas a team where the mechanics favor that team, yeah, I mean, that team will probably live up to most of their DPS potential, at least in comparison, right? So that's just kind of the way the end game is going right now. And we already know, like, the next Stygian Onslaught, the one that's upcoming, because they've revealed what it is, and, you know, people in the creator experience server have shared it as well. And it favors 3 main playstyles. One is a lot of little hits / a lot of Night Soul attacks. So Chaska, Kanish, Burning, etc. will work really well. Maybe Taser, but that's a bit iffier. Then the second fight favors like big single hits. And then the third fight favors Electrocharge. So Ineffa, Sombrero. So you have to have like these teams that deal with the mechanics. And if not, then your team is, you know, like, it doesn't matter how high your team sheets in DPS, because those mechanics are going to be what determine if you can clear them or not. So yeah, it matters a little bit, of course, right? Of course it still matters, but I'm just like kind of giving you guys like a rough idea. So anyway, let's go ahead and we are going to swap Nila over to just whatever. She has a lot of crit rate. Can we actually so which is her off piece? This one, right? Whatever. Okay, 93% crit rate. So here we are. We're gonna go ahead and start activating these constellations, and maybe we'll go for a big nuke as well. So we have, let's see, we might do a nuke showcase as well, but let's take a look. So we actually compare. This one has 4 useful roles. This one has 1, 2, or yeah, 4. This one has 3. Okay, so I think this one's a little bit better even. Pretty similar. But yeah, good enough. Okay. So let's see what else we got. All right, so when does Stygian reset? Good question. I actually don't know right off the top of my head. Probably in a week or 2, I would assume. Likely during Ineffa's banner, right? Because they're going to want people to feel the need to pull for Ineffa to clear Stygian Onslaught. You know, it just makes sense from a business move. Let's see. How much have I spent in Genshin in total? A lot of money. I might make a video on that. You know, kind of like I usually do like an annual account update where I also share how much money I spent. And with Natlin wrapping up, it's a good time to do that. I don't remember if I did it in Fontaine. I probably did, but yeah. So it's probably for that purpose. And but I'll you know, disclose how much I spent. I mean, the last one, I think I was up to 70K if I remember correctly for my last video. So now it's going to be higher than that. It's going to be higher than that. Hopefully I'm remembering correctly, but yeah, since I do my taxes with Genshin Impact in mind, right, I do have a pretty decent number for it. 800K, bro. Like maybe if we convert to another currency. Yeah. Oh, Stygian Onslaught is 1 week after the new patch. All right, yeah. I'll stream that as well. I said I am a whale. Okay, I am a whale. But I'm not like the biggest whale. Okay, yeah. My Ineffa's crit ratio is this. 82, 200. Bit lopsided indeed. This piece in particular is pretty kind of copium. The time piece is pretty bad, but I don't want to spend, you know, my thingies on it. Actually, wait, let's take a look. Yeah, it's only got 4 rolls in it. It's already got 2 in here. I mean, we could use a feather. A feather's not like the biggest commitment. Is it 1 or is it 2? It's 2 feathers. Okay, that's a pretty big commitment. It's not worth it. Okay, so what else do we have? Yeah, I mean, these pieces are okay. Like, she's got decent artifacts. So, way better, though, than the stuff on the creator experience server. You guys could see the artifacts there. So, okay, maybe I'll crown. I mean, she doesn't need to be crowned. Like, let's be real. She doesn't need the crown. So, here we go. Just gonna battery her up. Okay, so we can see doing about 38,000 on her main passive, right? I'm pretty sure it's the 38,000 number. But let's go ahead. Okay, we're batteried up. So next, let's go ahead and actually kind of do a more proper showcase for her here. There we go. All right. Okay, so we got Nilo just to apply Hydro, so we can keep an eye on the lunar charged damage numbers. And if we actually, yeah, we've got all 6 ready to waste our money. We're just going to activate them. I'm not going to like spend too much time theory crafting here because I've already done that. So let's just go ahead and activate them. And we'll just do this and use her burst. So 44k. 44k on crit. Not bad. Not bad. But we can see that from her as the sub DPS effectively, just with a tiny bit of support from Nilo, is able to do about this much damage to Kongamoto. You know, very reasonable amount. Not like, actually, you know, it's so funny that Ineffa can eat food and heal from it. Like, we're stuffing a chicken sandwich down her throat right now. Or up her pipes. or in her vacuum cleaner, whichever orifice she prefers, and she heals from it. If you think about it, it's ridiculous that humans heal from eating food too. You need a little bit more than just food to heal, but Genshin Impact. I digress. I digress. But dude, my Genshin account is worth more than my house. That's insane. That's an insane statement. Like, it really puts into perspective just how much money I've wasted. Oh boy. Okay, anyway. So, next, did you guys want to see her damage with like a free-to-play friendly weapon too? We can do the Katane Cross Spear really quick. Yeah, so we'll do the Katane Cross Spear as well. So let's go ahead and just battery her up. Alright. We Gucci there. So we'll do the Katane Cross Spear. And here we go. Okay, so with her signature, she's doing like 44k. But of course, I can't shift any energy regen off, right? Because like I'm already at minimum energy regen build, like this. Her ratio is lopsided as well. Like, let's be real. If we switch over to a crit damage piece, then her crit damage or her crit ratio will, will still be lopsided as well. So there's just no winning here, right? Like, we're not going to get perfect testing like this. But yeah, let's just go ahead. Do the Katane Cross Spear real quick. And we're going to do her burst first because... Okay. 27,000. Yeah, so 27,000 to 44,000. Of course, we didn't shift any substats around, which obviously makes a big difference, right? Like, that makes a big difference when it comes to how much damage you can expect. So, but either way, let's go back to C1R1. So next we're going to do C1R1, and we're just going to grab that and Constellation 1 right here. When Ineffa activates her optical flow shield barrier, all nearby party members will gain the Courier Flow composite effect for 20 seconds, increasing lunar charge damage by 2.5% for every 100 attack that Ineffa has, up to a maximum of 50% lunar charge damage. So basically, all it does is it gives 50% additional lunar charge damage. And given her current stats right now, actually, since I have 3 Electros on the team, it's probably not the best for her damage because of the Gilded Dream. Well... Yeah. 2.5. Well, it's similar. It's fine. Who cares, right? That's a pretty minor change. Let's go ahead and now do her C2. Or sorry, C1. 52,500 already. So yeah, she does really well with the vertical investment. And we'll just keep an eye on, once the Hydro ends, we'll see how much damage Kongamoto takes here. Oh, geez. Keep on going, Brigitte. Let's go. Okay. So yeah, you can definitely see an improvement to the damage against Kongamoto there. Needless to say, I don't need to, tell you guys that these tests are anecdotal, right? Of course, these tests are anecdotal, so they're not perfect. But okay. And here we go. We're going to activate Constellation 2 next. Constellation 2, all this yapping. Basically, she will do one big lunar charged nuke after she uses her burst. So, okay. Here we go. And it also gives you your shield when you use her burst. I actually forgot about that detail until just now. I read it. Go ahead and try it out. There we go. Now we don't even have to use her skill. Deploy like that. Wait. Where was the big nuke? Did I miss it? I think I missed it. We're going to try that again. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. So let's go ahead and battery. I want to see it. You guys might have saw it, but I missed it. So we're doing it again. Okay. Okay, yeah, this time I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna pay attention. Here we go. Big C2 nuke. Let's go.
頑張るよよ絶縁障壁展開塵となってください
Okay. Oh, 240,000 right there. Just a casual 240,000 lunar charge damage nuke right there. And she's hitting for about, you know, obviously that number is not going to change. The 52,429. There we go. Okay, so yeah, even more damage dealt to Kongomoto. That makes a heck of a lot of sense. But yeah, really nice thing about that is that it is front loaded as well. So you are able to obviously like wipe away faster because of that. Okay, it's once per burst. You have that front loaded nuke of 200k. Okay, so the next one increases her skill by 3 levels, which, let's be real, that doesn't matter, so we're going to skip that. And this one also doesn't really matter, but we'll test it to see if we don't need to battery her anymore, which I'm assuming we probably don't need to battery her after this. Here we go. Nice, 241,000 damage right there. And yeah, it's obviously going to do the same amount of damage, but now she should be better off in terms of energy. Oh yeah, she's almost full. Almost full, okay. So that's a huge improvement to her energy regen. We did not need to use Fischl's Oz to replenish her, just a tiny little poke with Beidou. And obviously in a full team context, right, she won't have... Her teammates will be generating energy, although she was on field to catch particles, but whatever. Whatever, no big deal. Okay. So yeah, Constellation 4, it's nice, helps her solve her energy issues. Constellation 5, I have not been paying attention to how much her bursts. So, and next we have, when Ineffa is affected by the carrier flow composite effect, she will deal AoE electro damage equal to 135%. So this is basically just an extra lunar charge strike that does more damage than her actual lunar charge strike, like over twice the damage. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And I think the composite effect or whatever. Okay, I forgot where in the kit says a carrier flow composite effect. Oh, it's this. It's her Constellation 1. Yeah, it's her Constellation 1. So her Constellation 6 actually refers to her Constellation 1, which makes it a little confusing, but yeah. Okay, anyway, so we should just do a lot more damage now. So here we go. Let's see the big zap. Okay, the big zap did. Where's the zap? Ah. Okay. Okay, hang on. I'm not having some reading comprehension issues. When Ineffa is affected by the carrier, she will deal this of her attack to opponents in the current active character's vicinity after nearby thunderclouds release burst of lightning. Yes? Am I tripping? Okay, hang on. We got the 2 numbers as expected. Okay, hang on. Oh wait, I didn't activate her C6, duh. Oh my gosh, I forgot to activate it. Okay, there we go. Click. We gotta click it. Oh my god, okay. Here we go. Issues. Oh geez. Mic issues. Hang on. Alright. You guys can't hear me. Wait, what fixed it? What fixed it? Activating Constellation 6 fixed it? Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Hopefully... Okay, I keep seeing a bit lately. So hopefully that's not what's going on, unfortunately. It's still happening. It's still happening. Okay, hang on. Okay, not better. Okay. In 1 sec. If I alt tab out of Genshin, is that better? Genshin issues? Bad again? Still bad? Okay. Still cutting out. Oh, geez. What's going on here? It's better outside the game. Okay, so Genshin here. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to restart Genshin really quick. So we're going to change a few. Give me a sec. I'm going to change a few. Okay, can you guys hear me? Alright, yeah, I think the mic, mic issues earlier today. Okay, hang on. Actually, wait, was it really just that? Don't tell me it was just that. Wait, can you guys hear me now? Okay, can you guys hear me now? Yo, let's go! Oh my god, yeah, I guess it got loosened here. It got loosened right here. Wow. Talk about a two-headed moment there. Oh my god, that's quite the fail. The good old, did you try plugging it in and unplugging it? Alright, we did it! We did it! We fixed the problem! Okay, IT moment. Yeah, did you try plugging it in? Okay, anyway, we got Constellation 6. Let's go. Professional streamer here, guys. That's what you call professional. Okay, we got the big 250 zap. And we got the 95k zap as well. 108 zap. Almost single cycle the Kongomoto. Almost single cycle the Kongomoto. Yeah, that's some big damage. 1.5 million damage while completely off field. So there we go. And with the activation of Refinement 5, that should do it. That should do it. Him not act. Oh man, this stream is just fail after fail, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's do it. Let's do it here. Here we go. The final step of wasting our money. Final step. R5, a fractured halo. Let's go. All right, all right. How long was the mic like that? How long was the mic like that? Okay, anyway. There we go. Okay, so big zap. 300k damage. 134k basically from the extra C6 proc 64k. So yeah, these are some big sub DPS numbers now. And I mean, unsurprisingly, you know, Kongomoto is single cycled now by her, an off-field character these days. So yeah, it's quite a bit of damage considering what we're talking about. Considering what we're talking about. So about 5 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes of torment. I apologize. I apologize in advance. But you guys like me so much. You're still here. I do appreciate that. So yeah, the C6R10 Ineffa. So let's go ahead and actually build a team around Ineffa's personal damage. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and use her as well as Kujo Sara is probably the choice here, at least for big numbers. Where is she? Here we go. Okay, and we will use Nilo for now as the Hydro Applier. Okay, so actually I think this order will make the most sense for me personally. And we're also going to swap over to a crit damage circlet. So let's take a look at what crit damage circlets I have. Got this one with a lot of crit rate. This one with 2 additional EM rolls. This one with just 1, but this one has a lot more crit rate. I feel like we may as well go for the bigger number. So we're only at 58% crit rate though. So here we have Bennett, and we'll swap him over to the Mist Splitters, fine. We'll have Sara on the Elegy, and we will give her, I guess Tenacity is fine. Instructors would be good too. But let's also give Nilo the Key of Kaj, these nuts. Okay, so now she's at, and we're going to go ahead and switch this over to just all HP percent here. All HP percent with some flat HP. Let's go. And now she's up to 76,000 hit points. Jesus, she's so thick. My God. All right. And then we have a Tenacity Sara. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and bully Kongomoto really quick. And then we'll go for a big nuke. All right. So let's do... Okay, so Unmei Tobaku asked, from a whale to whale, is C6R5 Ineffa good with C6R5 Yae Miko? Yeah, well, I mean, C6R5 Yae Miko just does a lot of damage herself. So yeah, it should be pretty good. You certainly won't have any issue clearing the new Stygian, at least. I'm not sure about clearing it in under 60 seconds, probably. You could probably still do that, but yeah. EM on Nilo. No. EM. Nilo's goal here is to provide as much EM to Ineffa as possible. So, Elegy buff is pretty good. Mist Splitters. Okay. We're going to go ahead and battery up this team really quick. So just battery everyone up. Okay, I guess actually Bennett needed to be batteried first. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and start lunar charging our Kongomoto buddy here. Let's just see how much a dedicate main DPS Ineffa. Main DPS whale Ineffa. Let's go. Alright. Wait, did I get all 3? Oh, I did, okay. Oh man, nothing's critting. Well, that's what I give for my setup. Okay, we're gonna do it faster this time. We'll do it way faster. That was kind of a fail. We gotta at least see that crit, okay? We gotta at least see that crit, guys. Alright. Here we go. All right. Okay. So let's hope we crit this time with this setup. And then we will also do a more proper nuke setup. How much elemental mastery does Nilo provide here, actually? I am curious. So she has... We look at Bennett. Bennett has 0 EM. We'll just do this. And now Bennett has 305 EM, so a pretty decent amount. Here we go. Big damage. Yo, 900k. Almost one-shot Kongomoto, kind of, but... but yeah, pretty decent amount of damage. I mean, it's not good damage for, like, whale levels, but It's pretty good for her. It's pretty good for Ineffa. Okay, so the next level to push her to is we're going to try to do a Scaramucci Nuke showcase. And I think... who should be the last character to support? That's the question. She provides a lot of bonus damage, which isn't really fantastic. She does provide res shred as well as crit damage. Wait, no. Cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction for Electro, so no. Not Shilinin. Sucrose is pretty decent too. Sucrose provides like, I don't know, 200 something elemental mastery, plus 40% shred, plus 48% attack. So probably not her. We could do Klee. Where's Klee? Oh no! Lunar Charge ignores the defense multiplier, so there's no reason to use Klee. Hang on. Okay, who else do we have? Nilo provides 300 elemental mastery. Nahida provides around 300 elemental mastery as well. 420 elemental mastery with the no, she can't get away with the instructors. So 20% attack, I would say. Chevy is 65% attack. Oh, Chevy with the fork. Yep, Chevy with the fork. That's it. Yep, it's going to be Chevy with the fork. Symphonist of Sense. Right here, yeah. R5 Symphonist of Sense. That's where it's at. So, equipping character and the characters they have healed will obtain. Yeah, okay. So basically, she just uses her. She uses her hold E, heals Ineffa, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So we just grab. Yeah, we have Elegy Sara. And Bennett should probably actually be on instructors for more damage. Or Shivers could be on instructors. Either of them could be. Or, I mean, Kujo Sara too. Although, I don't think Tenacity is really even going to activate because her burst hits a few seconds late. No. We're not going for the Hydro character. We're just going for the burst. We're just going for the burst. Yeah, so we don't need... Yeah, we don't need Hydro. Tenacity's probably fine. I think Instructors. Yeah, Instructors on her. Instructors on her. Noblesse on Chevy. No, we can't squeeze in Tenacity. Unless... Yeah, I think it activates too late, right? Because her E does that thing. I mean, okay. Yeah, I think Tenacity is probably the best shot we've got there. And then we do Instructors on Bennett, probably. Having Electro Aura might be a little difficult, though. But I guess... Okay, so what's the rotation? We first use Chevy's... What's the rotation here? Have I wailed in Battle Cats? I actually did wail a little bit until I learned that you could track your pulls. And then you don't really have to wail anymore after that. So yeah. Okay, let's just go ahead and try this really quick. We'll just have to experiment a little bit with the rotation and the nuke. So... Yeah, Symphonist of Sense. Instructors on Bennett is probably the way to go. So we'll go ahead and slap him on Instructors. And Mistsplitter on him. As well as Elegy on Sara. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. So, the rotation should be something like this. We apply Electro with either Sara. Okay, Sara's charged attack. No, I mean, either way. Okay, if we do her E, explodes. Do the charge attack. It explodes in about the same amount of time, right? So we start off with a charged attack. And then... Okay, so then I think we got to get Electro on it. Okay, then we do this. Oh! Right there, right there. 1.2 million, 1.2 million. You guys saw that, right? Okay, yeah. So that's roughly the rotation, I believe. You get Electro on them. You blow off Chevreus's burst. Something like that. So then have Electro. Do you need Chevreus's burst? You don't. There's no reason to burst with Chevreuse. The only reason why I did that was to get the overloaded shell, which Bennett triggers on his own. Bennett triggers that on his own. Right? What artifact set does she have? She just has two-piece. So we have... Oh! She should be on Noblesse. Yeah, she should be on Noblesse. That's right. Okay. So if we do Noblesse... Yeah, that's why I wanted to use her burst, was because she should be on Noblesse. And then we have just HP percent and energy recharge is fine. And we'll just run that. And she has enough HP, so we can just, we'll do this. Yeah. She still has enough HP. Okay, we're good. We're good. So we got Symphonous Ascents. So we use... Let me just do that rotation one more time before I commit to Scaramucci. Yeah. Chevy Hold E lasts way longer. Yeah, that's a good point. How long does her Hold E last for? Take a look. Overcharged. It's probably... No. Is it here? That one's 6 seconds. Hold E. I think we're looking at this Constellation. 12 seconds of the healing effect. No? Wait, where is it? 40% attack. 30 seconds. There it is. There it is. Yeah, lasts for 30 seconds. That's right. So we open up with Chevy's E. And then we end with Kujo Sara's E. Something like that. Okay. All right. So, open up with this. Does it last forever? Apply Electro to the enemy. Oops. Oh, then Kujo Sara's burst. And then Ineffa. We messed that one up, but that's roughly the idea. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so there's no rush. We should actually wait a second for Sara. Actually, wait a second for Sara. And Bennett burst. Yeah, we do have to do Bennett burst before Chevy burst. Even though I think the instructor might time out, which sucks. So that means we're actually better off just guaranteeing the instructor and dropping the tenacity. Yeah, I think that's what we do. We guarantee the instructors and we drop the tenacity. Like, don't even bother with the tenacity. And yeah, we'll just put Bennett on Noblesse. And we'll put, I guess Chevy will just overlap. It doesn't matter. And we'll put Sarah on instructors to guarantee the instructor's buff. Because I think the instructor's buff wears off for sure. And that's an important buff to keep. So let's go ahead and just do that. Okay, just energy recharge is fine. All instructors. Yeah, all she needs is energy recharge. She's got the elegy. Chevy has this. And Bennett. Okay, okay. So that should be better. Now we don't have to Chevy burst. And we just go straight into the rotation. So, yeah, she has an overloaded shell. Let's open up with that. 1.1. Definitely a lot less there. Right? That's significantly less. Maybe Elegy didn't activate? Elegy didn't activate. Okay. Yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. We just open up with that. Yeah. Elegy didn't activate, so we just make sure Elegy activates. That's no big deal. And then we then we Chevy hold E. We either Chevy hold E or Bennett, it doesn't matter which one. And then we just add 2 stacks to the Elegy. Then we go for it. Okay. That should be it. That should be the setup. That should be the setup. Okay. Guys, y'all thirsting over a robot. Our community's so gone. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it's funny that Ino designed her like this. Alright, let's do it. Could be kind of a pain to kill first form, which is a little silly. Okay. Alright, I need to save Chevy's burst, but I can burn everyone else's. I'm not critting. Get him! Get this annoying robot guy. Okay, come on. We're so close. We're so close. There we go. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna go for the nuke here. And I think I went to the wrong side. They're all over there. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a couple more, hopefully. No, I guess we'll just grab this. It's fine. No big deal. Ow. Whoa, wait. Hold up. Oh my gosh, what's going on? This is not good. This is not good. Oh man, I'm failing. Completely forgot how to play this game. Okay, okay, here. R.I.P. Sarah. Okay, okay, okay. Hang on, hang on. We're getting serious now. Oh man, I didn't even get 2 shots off. And I'm out of stamina. We are failing so hard. That's okay, we got a shield. There we go. People forget it absorbs electro damage 2.5 times more efficiently too. Oh my god, and Scar is iframing us too. Wow. Biggest yikes ever. Okay, here we go, here we go. Let's go. So, go ahead and do this. And I think... Make sure we don't miss these, because that would suck. Okay. Alright, and we're going big or we going home. So we're going to go for Escoffier's food. Let's do it! Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Alright. Okay, so first... Alright. Oh no! Ah! Oh my gosh. So... We killed it with her burst itself. No, don't tell me we have to anti-crit fish. Okay. So one thing's for sure. We can make Sara do less damage. Let's make Sara do as little damage as possible. Okay, that was an unexpected fail for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Alright. Sorry, you gotta do less damage. I guess you don't even need energy recharge, so just less damage, period. The less, the better. Oh my god, I can't believe we killed it with that. That makes sense, though. Like, it's still a big multiplier, and Scaramucci's made out of, like, paper at this point. Definitely not crit rate, that's for sure. Beautiful piece. Beautiful no damage piece. EM... Yeah, it's okay if she does a little bit of overloaded damage. Okay, so Chevy, are you doing any damage? Is this all your fault? No. We only used her hold E. That's not going to tip the scales. Bennett, though. Boy, what are you doing with this stuff? Here. We're just going to go ahead and switch him over to anything that doesn't have damage on it. Like this. That's probably our worst damaging option. And where's my defense piece? Wait. Huh, I thought I had a defense main stat piece. Okay, this one, no, that one still does damage. Okay, yeah, this one doesn't do damage. And these do damage, which kind of suck. Okay. Oh my gosh. When you don't want to do damage, you only have artifacts that do damage. Okay, we can unequip the flower. We'll just straight up get rid of the flower. Or sorry, the feather. Yeah, if we just straight up get rid of the feather, we'll be doing less damage. So you too, Sara. You also get rid of the flower. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, hang on. Hang on, we'll get this, guys. And then we can just talk a little bit about it. Oh, she needs it because she needs the HP stat. Okay. Wait, what? Why are our stats? What? What? Wait, what? Guys, am I tripping? Oh man, I'm totally tripping. Huh. Is that like a glitch or something? Dude. Well, okay, whatever. I was just hallucinating. So, here we go. Well, let's go ahead and just try that again. Let's go ahead and try that again real quick. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay, this should finish him off. There we go. Alright, so this time I gotta remember I have a very durable anti-electro shield. Oops, should have held that one. Actually, no, I don't want to do much damage to him, so we're going to focus on doing less damage to him. It's generating the particles. Okay. Looking a little bit better this run than the last one. Huh. Okay, let's hope we can pull it off before the food buff expires. There we go. Okay, there we go. So, now we open up with Bennett. Okay. Alright, let's go. So, we just do this. And this. Okay, come on, don't kill him. Yes! Oh, wait, what? No, did Brigitte kill him? Oh my god, I think Brigitte killed him. No way. No way. Oh my god. There's no way, right? It had to be Brigitte. Oh, wow. Wow. Can't believe it. Oh my gosh. So so we need the burst not to crit basically. Oh my god, that's actually ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. Hang on. Maybe the play is to get less. Oh, wow. Okay. That is... I've got no words for how ridiculous that is. Freaking Brigitte got him. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, jeez. Okay. Hang on. What other pieces do I have? I think... Yeah, I want to sacrifice crit rate. We don't need crit rate as much. These pieces are already pretty low on the crit rate. Yeah, I can't really sacrifice any more than that. Okay. We can try enhancing a few just to see if we get lucky. Yeah, any last second... Oh god, no. Oh my god. My eyes. What did I just witness? Is this one good? No? Yeah, get rid of it. Oh my god. This has not been a lucky stream for me. I have an idea, actually. Okay, hang on. So, if the food wears off, we can actually just eat it right before the attack lands. Okay. Yeah, these are all disastrous so far. No. And we are out of ones to roll. Okay. That wasn't great. That wasn't great. Next time, please take the Electro Energy Ball with Ineffa's Electro Shield. Huh. Does that do anything? Take Sara's Energy Ball. See how much of your character is left? Okay, sorry, I don't think I quite understand that. Maybe if someone can explain what chatter means there. We'll go ahead and give this another shot here.
みんながそばにいた渦潮よ
掃除対象録音交渉は終わりです
Okay. There we go. Oh, tank the big electro ball. That's what you mean.
潮のもと生きながら会えるの
Maybe, yeah, we could try it. We could try it. Okay.
防衛モード知れ
燃えろ鎮圧
翼よ
Yeah, how much does that giant electro ball do? I actually have no idea.
加速します
Okay. Alright, I do want to try to get the nuke off though. So we're going to see if we can get the nuke off this time.
諸相浄化
Alright, here we go.
誘惑昇格
Third time's the charm.
これは必要な武力だ最後の警告だ
Alright, here we go. Okay, so this time I'm going to eat food right after launching her burst.
これがまま
千なる来航殲滅モード
To reduce the chances of it doing too much damage. But okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, it didn't crit. This time it didn't crit. 430k damage would have been. It's actually not that crazy. Did I do the setup wrong? Oh my god, her attack stat though. Look at that. That's a pretty insane attack stat. Huh. Yeah, there's only like 400k. Food too late? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, maybe eating the food was too late. Alright, well, regardless, the food is still up, so we still got at least one more attempt before the food runs out, and then at that point, you know, might just have to call it. Might just have to call it, and then we can move on, talk a bit, and take it from there. What time is it? Okay, yeah, I don't have to get the kid yet, so we got a little bit more time left
加速します
to try go for the nuke.
虫けらが神を見ようとはね
I'm glad you guys helped me fix the microphone, though. That was pretty unfortunate.
逆負け
武器を捨てろ
よし全力攻撃
内戦絶縁障壁展開交渉は終わりです
There we go. All right.
弱小万物
掃除対象6
燃えろ元気冒険だ
Hydro, huh? Can Electro even break this? Wait, oh no, it's Electro one.
武器を捨てろ
Oh my gosh, I somehow missed it.
燃えろ
There we go. I'm sorry, I can't see purples, so Hydro and
起動
Hydro and Electro look really similar to me. Okay, anyway. Here we go. Ah. Alright. That should do it. Okay, we still got at least one more instance of food left. Okay, this time. This time I'm feeling it. Alright, we even got the swap tech off. Here we go. Yo, there we go. 2 million. 2 million damage. Alright. Alright, we got lucky. We got lucky. 2 million lunar charge damage number. It's kind of funny because it is like a low number, all things considered. But yeah, it's nice to get it. Okay. So should we try tanking that thing with Electro? I don't think so. I think it's an instant kill. But we can give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Alright, I'm just happy we got the nuke off. I'm just happy we got the nuke off. Okay. Let's try to tank the Electro Shield. I feel like it's an instant kill, but let's do it. Alright. My question is, does it come like instantly? Because I could buff her attack too. Alright. Oops. Okay. So now the goal is to see if we can tank that giant electro ball. It's probably just an instant kill, but maybe it actually like does a certain amount of damage. Okay. Here we go. Ah, I missed Bennett's E there. That's a shame. Okay. All right. Almost moment of truth. Actually, it'd be better if I get her burst up. Did we get it? Okay, okay. We lost the food buff, but no big deal. Oh yeah, look at this. Are they even trying to do damage? Nah. Oh yeah, she's just taking this like it's nothing. Okay, okay, here we go. My question is, my question is like, I don't remember if its animation is instant or not. So should I start buffing? Oh no! Oh no no no! Let me move! Oh jeez! Ah. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. So you have to precast the stuff. You have to precast the stuff. Okay. So once the text pops up, I buff. Once the text pops up, I buff my characters. All right. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. So once the text pops up, I use what's that noise? I hear something weird. Okay, whatever that noise was is stopped. I think it had something to do with this guy. Wait, no, it's still there. It's still there. Oh well, no big deal. The lack of crits. Okay. There we go. Yeah, she's already at C6. Yeah, there was a big damage number. It's about 2 million. Okay. Alright, so the goal is to tank the instant kill. I'm pretty sure you can't, but it doesn't hurt to try. Oh, that was embarrassing. Come on. Oh, those ones were Hydro. Oh my gosh. Colorblind gang. This run is not quite going as well. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I'm ready this time. I'm ready this time. So use her skill. Okay, once that text pops up, we going for it. Come on. This actually takes a really long time. Never really noticed. Okay. Come on. Okay, we got the shield up. Alright. Let's see. Here we go. Big electro shield. No. Oh, man. The shield's even still there. The shield's even still there. It's just... it's just able to just instantly delete your character. So, yeah. Instant kill. Regardless. R.I.P. Ineffa. R.I.P. Alright. Well, now we know. Now we know. Okay. Yeah, not even a damage number. It's just like instant death. Okay. I feel like we've experimented enough with Ineffa. We've had Ineffa experimentation. So okay, let's see. Unless you guys want, like, do you guys have any requests to... Yeah, I'm assuming right in one shot is the same. I remember when, like, I tested it back in the day with, like, Zhongli's shield. And it didn't even, like, break his shield. Just, like, kill him. Does she work with Yoimiya? Yeah, she kind of works with Yoimiya. I mean, it's similar to Arlecchino Overvape. It's not, like, fantastic, but it works. Like, for example... You can do something like this. And Yoimiya right here. And you would just battery up Bennett real quick. Because he's the main burst that we need. I guess we can battery up Ineffa too. I will battery up Ineffa. Okay, almost. But yeah, I mean, it works with like Arlecchino. It should work with Yoimiya. Yeah, sure, I'll test her with Yae Miko too. I mean, Yae Miko doesn't like benefit that strongly from electrocharged, but you can use her with Ineffa. for sure. So, okay, let's take a look. Yilon's build, Favonius. We got Bennett. We'll fast equip. And there we go. And Yoimiya. I guess she's already built too, so it would just be something pretty straightforward, I would say. You could do an interesting tech where you swap Ineffa on. Huh. Actually, that's kind of a cool trick. Let's try it. Okay, so here's what I have in mind. Oh no, it's still too fast. But yeah, you can overvape like this. Right, you can overvape like that. But what I tried there was I tried to use Bennett's burst, then swap back to Ineffa while waiting for her C2 to strike. But yeah, it's pretty easy. Synergy with Yoimiya works fine. It's not like a meta team, but her shield is nice for Yoimiya, which is good. Oh, hey JVJ, Jensenmon Jensen. Yo, what's up, man? It's been a while, I think. So I am wondering, JVJ, are you gonna pull on the Dendro Renaissance and Nod Cry? That'd be bring back the Dendro meta. So Yae Miko, let's try her out real quick. Where's Yae Miko? There she is. And the question here is, who do you use for the fourth character? Right? Like the fourth character here is super flexible. And you could even do this. You could do Kazuha. I think Sucrose is probably the one that makes the most sense. Or Aoife, right? Either Sucrose or Aoife would work really well here. And I'll actually run like Xingqiu or something, right? So yeah, he's fine. And we'll just go over here. Okay. So Sucrose does have the Thrilling Tales. And Viridescent Veneer equipped. Is it Veneer or Veneer? I've always said this one incorrectly. And okay, everyone is set up. So we'll just battery up Ineffa as well as Xingqiu. Alright, gonna battery her up real quick. She is taking a bit longer to battery than I expected, but I do have almost no energy recharge on my Ineffa. There we go. Oh, Furina. I mean, we could... Yeah, we'll just take... Oh, why R10? I was pulling for R5 on the Starcrawler's watch, along with R5 on her Fractured Halo. So, not R10 on just her weapon. But I did not get R5 Starcrawler's watch. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, Yae Miko and Ineffa. And we can even pass Thrilling Tales buff to Ineffa. And I mean, you can see Yae Miko's strikes are doing about 48k. Ineffa's Lunar Charge damage is doing a lot more. Right? 233k right there after we got the swirl plus EM sharing. So yeah, it's a fine team. I think it's reasonable. And this team will be really good against the cactus, okay? Like the funny cactus with the hat. This will be pretty good for that specific fight. So let's see, Furina. But yeah. If you swap in C6R10 Furina, it'll just do better. My Yae Miko is at C6 as well. She's at C6. I think she has she's properly built. Reasonably built. She doesn't have my best artifacts, but she has decent ones. Alright. Well, we'll do it. We'll do Furina, okay? We'll do Furina. And here's a pretty cool trick you can do with Furina. You can actually run her on the key of Kaj These Nuts. If you want. and run HP. Well, yeah, probably HP circlet. I mean, of course, you can focus on her own damage as well. I'm not going to tell you like which one is right or which one is wrong. It kind of depends on your team. But C6 Ineffa does enough damage to probably be worth it. What team do I recommend for the turtle besides Milani? Skirk is okay. Like, freeze teams are okay because you can freeze the turtle. But I will say it's not fantastic. Okay. So here we go. All right, so we're going to open up with the key of Kaj Nisut. Just wait for 1 second. I think I waited way too long there. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure the buff was up. Oh yeah, my Ineffa still has no... Wait, there's no healer on this team, I just realized. You could run like Jean or something here. But yeah, this option is flexible, so you can run a lot of different options. I realize my Ineffa still has no crit rate. Whoops. Let's swap her back to a crit. A build with crit rate. So yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Fractured Halo. And did I swap out this piece? Yeah, I think I did. Attack percent, crit rate, crit damage. A3. This one's got 4. This one's got 4. This one's got 4. That's pretty good. This Kofie's. Yeah, we'll steal this Kofie's. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can mix and match a lot of options here. Sucrose. No, because you're going to want a healer. You're going to want a healer, but besides that, yeah, it should do well. It should do well. So, okay. Let's see. What else do I recommend for yeah, Turtle is going to be a tricky one. I think Freeze is okay. So, yeah, I think we've done most of it, right? Yeah. Your Furina's doing 10k more damage. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, my Furina is on the key plus whatchamacallit? Key plus 2-piece golden troop. What? Okay. That's a bit of a mistake. Defense percent. Well, what am I sorting here? What's going on? Okay. Yeah. The idea was to run tenacity. But yeah, I should actually address that really quick. HP, yeah, this one's a bit better. Energy recharge. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time building characters right now. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right. Not the best. Yeah, I don't know. Probably the instant build. Now, Furina does not buff Lunar Charge, so... Okay, I guess I'll just spend a little time answering questions and stuff. Can I do another Sitlali showcase? My Sitlali's at Constellation 6, so... There's just no... Like, I'd have to borrow someone's account and stuff, which... just a bit much. Yeah, I mean, Sitlali, you know, very strong character and stuff. Electrocharge Nuvolette would be good for the turtle. No, Nuvolette should be absolutely atrocious for the turtle because he hits a lot of times and the turtle puts up an electro shield. So it's no, definitely not. Cryo breaks electro pretty fast. I'm actually wondering about Dendro. Dendro might work if it breaks the shield really fast. Can Overloaded work? Overloaded can break the shield pretty fast too. But yeah, I mean, you're going to be dealing with a constant electro shield, which is not viable for Taser Nuvolette to deal with. Oh, Cactus. Yeah. Electrocharge Nuvolette can definitely deal with the Cactus. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have any more questions, drop them down there. Otherwise, let's see. Oh yeah, I got some resin to spend. I'll do that real quick while take a look. Aggravate, I mean, it's kind of like a quick bloom situation. You electrocharge or lunar charge will help a lot, break it faster. But yeah, that's what I would recommend in that situation. So okay, here we go. We'll just farm really quick. Spend the resin. Is the new event Claymore good on Kave? I gotta be honest, I don't remember the event Claymore off of the top of my head. Is Sacrificial Fragments better than Thrilling Tales on Sucrose or Ineffa? I would say the Thrilling Tales is overall better, especially in the fights that we're talking about, because in those fights, Ineffa's lunar charge damage is very important. Whereas, like, for example, let's say you're running an Arlecchino Overvape team. Well, you probably wouldn't be using... you wouldn't be using, like, Sucrose in that team anyway. But let's say you were. Then Ineffa's damage doesn't really matter as much. But in a Taser Lunar Charge team, Ineffa's damage matters a lot more. And passing her the Thrilling Tales buff is probably the way to go for overall team damage. Most likely, but you'd have to actually do some calculations to really figure it out, or, you know, some testing. But my gut instinct is that. So, I could try to do like full team calcs, but oops, did I? Oh, I didn't. Shielin's second kick didn't come out, so there we go. Now we're gonna gamble on some artifacts and then I guess call it a day. Call it a day, so let's go. Here we go. Can we get an upgrade for either Chaska or Mavwika? That's the goal. Yes, this is indeed a very jiggly team. Oh my gosh. Utao C1R1 versus Arlecchino C0R1. I would probably give it to Arlecchino. Most of the time. Just, yeah, off the top of my head, I would say Arlecchino. How much arc do you need on Yansan to keep arc below optimal movement? I'm not quite sure I understand that question. All right, come on. Are we gonna get anything? We're gonna get anything good here. So. Yeah, unfortunately I don't remember off the top of my head how much attack you need, but I did make, if you go check out my Yansan guide, there's a calculator that I made for Yansan that should help you figure out how much attack she's providing to your team at what, like, Night Soul point level. If I remember correctly, that's what the calculator did. So it's in one of my Yansan videos. I think likely the second or the third one that I made for it. Oh, but yeah. Only us whales refresh with Primo Gems. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Okay, are we gonna get an upgrade, my friends? Or are we gonna be met with disappointment? We're about to find out. We're about to find out. Let's go, come on. Give me that 50 crit value feather. I'm feeling it. If you can't tell, I like spending all the resin first and then I do the rest. Oh, C6R10 Mavwika without Sitlali. Honestly, at that point, I would get Sitlali. Right? Because, yeah. I mean, the more you enhance Mavwika's damage, as you vertically invest, she just gets more and more insane. Even though the meta is probably going to shift away from Mavwika, she should still just do enough damage at C6R10 where it just doesn't matter. Right, where it just doesn't matter. So, we got some people arguing about free-to-play versus getting a bank loan. That's terrible advice. Do not get a bank loan for Genshin Impact. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Imagine that. Or even having credit card debt for it, personally. Yeah, I mean, you only need one kidney, right? So, that's always an option. The good old kidney option. Yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh no, I messed up again. This is a really unfortunate. For some reason, like, I never actually mess this up when I'm farming off stream. But I guess the nerves are getting to me. I'm getting too nervous. Sell one of your lungs, bro. He ain't worth it. That's a good question. So what I'm actually going to do... What I'm going to do for you guys is I'm actually going to test on the creator experience server, assuming it's still up. I hope it's still up. If it's not, then RIP, never mind. I'm going to test some more teams against the 3 bosses to give you guys a better idea of like what teams can clear with, let's be honest, very poor investment levels, okay? Because the creator experience servers, you have to let me know if your artifacts are better. But the artifacts on that start at 130 crit value. Okay? Roughly like 130 crit value. And obviously you don't have time to farm artifacts for everyone. So, yeah, absolutely disastrous artifacts. Okay. I think we are done. Yo, definitely not C1 Sitlali, okay? Unless you plan to go for Constellation 2 Sitlali, don't go for C1. For C1 is not good. Whereas Constellation 0 Ineffa will help you clear a lot of the content, Constellation 1 Sitlali won't. Compared to Constellation 0 Sitlali, okay? So that's an easy question that we can answer. Without many caveats. Alright, so let's take a look. Who is my, who do I filter for this? Oh, oops. No, that's not it. Artifacts. Okay. So let's do crit rate, crit damage, and we can reset here. And scroll plus obsidian and... Alright, give me the good artifacts. Let's go! Oh, that one's not good. This one also does not look too promising. Wait, hang on, come on. Not a good start. Crit damage, EM, ER. You know, it's kind of crazy. I don't think any of my characters need much ER on their Cinder City sets. This one's cooked anyway. We immediately rolled into flat attack, so into the dumpster bin you go. Oh, double crit. Okay, I'm gonna enhance this just to not have it be locked in my inventory forever. So here we go. Okay, there we go. We can get rid of it. Stuff. Really got to clear out my artifacts, honestly. Like, look how many I have. Jesus Christ. And I really hope they increase the artifact limit, because every time it feels painful. Alright, flat HP. I don't think this would be an upgrade for my Milani, even if it rolled well. But I'll roll it to at least 16 and just to see. Come on, come on. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Not bad. Come on, one more crit damage. Yo, okay. Let me take a look at my Milani, actually. It was a feather, right? Wait, hold up. You guys seeing this? You guys seeing this? It was a bit of a downgrade from one I already had this one. What the heck? It's like identical. Holy cow. Wow. Genshin Impact just copy and pasted my artifacts. Did you get any lazier than that? Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, there's no point to have both of them. That's pretty funny, actually. So we'll just unlock this one and get rid of it. Yeah. I got C6R5 Skirk. I got C6R5 Skirk. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Alright, no big deal. We'll finish off these artifacts and then I'll have to go get the kids soon. So let's go. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, happy to try to answer them while I do this. Attack. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Big nope. Big nopers. A defense. Okay. We'll enhance this. Yard. Nope. A geo damage. Good for main DPS Kachina, right? Okay, defense percent. I don't even know why I enhanced that. Not like anyone's going to use it. And who am I running? No. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to get anything resembling an upgrade for my account. No. Oh, man. Oh, hey. One crit rate piece. Come on. Crit damage. Okay. Alright, and just for the heck of it, let's go up to 16. Evenly distributed. We'll take a quick peek at what I've got there. Okay, so this one has HP and crit damage. So I guess, do we have any others with HP and crit damage? And we have this one. Yeah, so at best, it would be like barely an upgrade to this one. And I don't even know who I would use this on. Like a Cinder City Milani. Right? So I'm just... what the heck. I'll enhance it to 20. Okay. Easy answer, easy answer. Alright. So let's take a look. Who's my favorite female character in Natlan? Definitely, for me, it's Mavwika. I know a lot of people don't like her or her motorcycle, but I love motorcycles. Once I hit my midlife crisis, I'm definitely getting a motorcycle. But we're going to have to wait a bit for that. So, Mavwika channels my inner midlife crisis. I know it's like ridiculous, right? Like, she's got this freaking motorcycle in this game. She just, materializes out of nowhere. But I love it. I absolutely love her motorcycle. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. So let's see. Would I get Sitlali weapon after C2 or just keep her on Thrilling Tales? That's a good question. Her signature weapon, it also depends on whose team you're using her on. If it's just like Mavwika, you should be fine. But Stygian Onslaught's gonna come and you can wait until then to see if you feel like you want it or not. I feel like there's not really a rush for you to make that decision, but personally, I would not if I, wanted to save Primo Gems for anything else. I think that upgrade is fairly small. It's nice quality of life because you have more rotation flexibility and Sitlali does a bit more damage. Her shield's a little bit thicker. And it also works on more teams like with Hydro and on Cryo teams as well. But overall, it's, it's kind of like one that you would choose if you know what you want out of it. And that's the way I would kind of approach her signature weapon. It's good though. It's good though. If you feel like you have the resources to spare, I don't think you'll regret it. Okay. So let's see. What's the punishment number I reached with C6 Avika? I think you're asking me how my biggest nuke with her. That'd be 20 million damage. How important is Ineffa going forward, or should I go Sitlali? It depends on if you have Mavwika and if she's well invested or not. That's kind of my opinion. If your Mavwika has like C1, R1, C2, things like this, Sitlali is definitely worth it for her. If not, it's a bit iffier, and it's kind of based on preference, right? Mavwika will be a lot better with Sitlali, but content will no longer be designed to be as friendly for Mavwika. Because obviously in version 5.0, all the content has been very favorable for Mavwika. So going forward, typically the rule of thumb is you generally need like one more constellation's worth of investment for characters to keep up with like the previous, like with the next meta where things just don't favor them as much, is roughly how I would describe it. And it's kind of been going on like this since Fontaine, I would say. So it is really hard to choose. It is really hard to choose. But yeah, Ineffa, if you want to play Flynn's, or if you want to invest more into Lunar Charged, Ineffa will feel incredible for version 5.8, and she should feel incredible for version 6.0. Ultimately, we're playing a video game, and 12 weeks is a long time for a character to feel incredible. Whereas Mavwika, she'll feel incredible outside of, the Stygian Onslaught and potentially Abyss 12 as well. So do keep that in mind, right? I don't remember the Abyss 12 for the other side. I remember one was Lunar Charged. I don't remember the other side, though, off the top of my head. That's how I'd answer it. How would Hoyo save the 1.0 to 3.0 characters? Hoyo is trying to save some of the 3.0 characters. I think Nilo might have a renaissance with, assuming a Lunar Bloom exists. I think Nahida should also be in a pretty decent spot. As for the other characters, I'm not willing to have as strong of an opinion. Maybe Baizu, because he's always pretty decent on Dendro teams. If Baizu is updated to work with Lunar Bloom as well, right here, and depending on how much he buffs Lunar Bloom, he could be pretty decent in the upcoming Dendro Renaissance. But we'll see. So I feel like there's a chance for some of the 3.0 characters to actually recover a bit. Now, what about 1.0 to 2.0 characters? That's a different story. Ayaka had a bit of a recovery with his Kofier, but you're just going to see kind of crumbs dribbled on them unless they buff some characters. And that's something I would love to see. Like, for example, with Yelan coming and being probably part of the story in Nod Cry, it would be fantastic if this passive also worked for Lunar Charged stuff. Like, I think Genshin is overdue for buffing characters, and Yelan doesn't really like need a buff, but she would be like a decent character to buff, just like from, both a marketing perspective as well as like from a story perspective. It makes sense to buff her. And it's not like she'd be overpowered, right? Like, she's certainly not going to be replacing whatever Hydro character, which is most likely Columbina. But, just like things like that. Or Albedo, for example, right? Like, if they buffed Albedo to somehow make this part of his kit work better. Because right now, like, even though he does this, it still sucks. Like, you just don't want to bring him for that purpose. But if somehow he can redeem himself by updating his kit as well as buffing his hair, I really hope they buff his hair. Because, like, back in the day, his hair looked pretty cool in concept art. But now, he just looks like budget Aether or something, right? So that's how I would like to see them. They can update some of the characters to work better with Lunar Charge mechanics, or they can just straight up just buff them, which would be fine with me too. But yeah, do I think Ineffa is worth pulling for? I think I kind of already mentioned this. So let's see. Man, Nightbot keeps deleting messages. I apologize for that. So let's see. Okay. What else do we have? So, is better between Glad and Reverie? for hyper carry Emily with Bennett's Pyro Infusion. Bro, you cooking up something wild there, okay? You trying to cook up some new perfume formulas. But probably still the Reverie. The Reverie is a really good artifact set. If we take a look at it, I'm assuming you're using her with Bennett, so burning is going to happen. And it's 50% bonus damage. That's already better than Gladiator's 35% bonus damage to only normal attacks, right? So the Reverie just outperforms it in every single aspect. Yeah, okay, so we have some people talking about Lunar Blooms are not reaction damage. The blooms won't be Lunar Bloom. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know, right? I have no idea. So we're going to have to see. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, Albedo's Constellation 4 sucks. What is this Constellation 4 again? I don't even remember. I don't even remember his constellation. Does he even have constellations? Like, what? What is this? Okay. Okay, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I feel bad for Albedo. You know, he's got 1.0 kit and it just feels bad. The only 1.0 characters that, you know, feel good are the broken Bennett, Fischl, Ingcho, and Xiangling, and that's about it. Sucrose is pretty good too, and that's it, right? That's pretty much it. Check Yelan's assets. Let's see. Did they actually nerf Yelan? Okay. Okay, so let's see. We take a look at that. I think it looks pretty similar. You'd probably have to count pixels to really get a determinate answer there. But yeah. So let's take a look at Xiao. Yeah, no, Xiao's constellations are... I feel bad for the guy. Like, what is this? What is 100% defense bonus? I'm actually curious. Like, I actually don't know the defense formula for our characters. Like, how much damage we take from the enemies. Like, I actually don't know the answer to this. So this is just like so... It's like comedic, right? It's like pure comedy. Oh my god. It's like pure comedy. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, even then, Albedo would still have to take damage and fall below 50% HP. Like, come on, bro. But yeah, like... You know, when I think they developed Albedo and Xiao, they're like, yo, these two are going to be good on the same team with each other. And then nobody used them together. Nobody. Oh my god. Like, yeah, people are going to pull for Albedo's Constellation 4 to power up Xiao. It's so sad. It's so sad. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Wide Star says, I always save up for 1 to 1.5 years. Holy moly. For a specific C6R10 character. Currently, I have Furina and Nahida. Who do you think I should get C6 first? Varka or Alice? Okay, we just don't know anything about Varka or Alice. And I actually have some concerns about Varka. And here are the concerns. So, first of all, signature weapon is the Wallet's Gravestone. The Wallet's Gravestone is a standard banner weapon. Okay, so we don't know for sure if that's like going to be his actual signature weapon. But in the trailer, he was using that thing, and they usually, you know, use weapons relevant to themselves. So he had the Wolf's Gravestone. The next problem I have is we also have Jean, who is a standard banner character, and she's part of the Knights of Favonius and stuff. Luke as well used to be part of the Knights of Favonius. I know it's not really correlated, right? Because we have Eula, who's not part of the Knights, or who's part of the Knights, but she's not a standard banner. But I'm worried that Varka could be a standard banner character. He's kind of a sore thumb character as well in the meta, similar to Mizuki. Mizuki was just didn't belong in the meta, period. And she wasn't good either. So they just threw her in the standard banner. And potentially Varka, out of all the characters in version 5.0, in my opinion, is the most likely one to go into standard banner. But who knows, right? Hopefully he's not. And personally, I hope he's not just like another Animo DPS character. To me, that's kind of boring. But yeah, we'll have to see. Alice, personally, I think Alice should be powerful. Like, it's freaking Alice. If they don't make her strong, then, you know, people are just going to be disappointed. So we'll see. If I were you, I would just wait until you find the character you like a lot, and then see what people like myself say about their role in the meta, or, you know, plenty of other theory crafters as well. And of course, we'll do plenty of testing as well. So if you're saving for a year and a half, my friend, yeah, I think you can wait a little bit longer to figure out who you want once they actually come around. So yeah, Hu Tao's Constellation 4 is also kind of sad. Yeah, the 1.0 character constellations were a blasphemy, at least towards your wallet. So saving for Columbina, yep. Columbina should be a great choice. She's looking to be like the region's Archon. The statues are literally of her. So we'll see. I highly doubt Wolf's Gravestone is his signature. Yeah. I mean, I would be surprised if his signature is Wolf's Gravestone. It would be cool though. So another thing they could potentially do that would be player friendly, but not necessarily wallet friendly for them, is they could actually buff/improve synergy of older weapons with newer characters. Like, for example, if Varka has the Wolf's Gravestone active, its passive will just activate if he hits an enemy at 100% HP or more. Right? Like, that would be such an easy thing for them to do, and I think no one would complain about it, and it would make the Wolf Gravestone a pretty decent weapon, especially if he gains crit from other parts of his kit, right? So, yeah, I mean, just one idea, right? There's so many ways they can do it, and there's so many ways they can also mess it up and just, you know, and not do that, but we'll see. What about Flynn's without Ineffa? Honestly, you know, I don't know the numbers, and even if I did, you know, I can't really talk about it either way. So, yeah. But Flynn's, I would say, looks to be like a Lunar Charge DPS character, just based on, you know, his trailer and his clear electro element, him being from Nod Cry as well. Just like it's super obvious. And I would assume, okay, the way Genshin Impact is going is they're basically releasing teams where the character's best team consists of 3 characters from that region. At least 3 characters from that region. So you have a lot of these cores, like, for example, Mavwika, Sitlali, Shilinin, and or Iansan. You have Kanish, Emily. I still count Emily as like same region because, you know, she was clearly designed for a future burning team. And Mavwika or Iansan, right? And then we have, for example, Chaska, right? You have Chaska, Mavwika, Sitlali. Okay, you can also just say Mavwika, Sitlali for every team. But, you know, that's kind of besides the point. A few outliers are Verissa, right? Like, Verissa's weird because she can use Furina, what's her face, Shenyun, as well as Overloaded. So that's pretty interesting. And we also, so she's kind of like a sore thumb character. And we also have Skirk, who used at least 2, and, you know, 2 other premium characters as well for her. But, you know, not all from the same region, but roughly, right? So the way I view, like, Columbina, Ineffa, Flynn's, all of these lunar characters, is that you will probably want 3 of them on your team in some form or fashion, because the current character kits also just don't work well with lunar reactions, right? We don't have those a 5-star elemental mastery full team buffer. We don't have a 5-star a full attack percent buffer, and forget about full team crit buffer. Those just don't exist. Except for Goro. Right? Yeah. Except for Goro. He's like the only one, I think, that does a full team crit buff. And obviously, you know, I think, you know, they're going to keep crit buffs like that on very specific supports for like a specific element, most likely, right? That tends to be the way they go. Like, for example, Shieldin with Cryo, providing 60% crit for Cryo, so on and so forth, right? You just have very niche buffers for crit, not like general buffers like for attack percent or elemental mastery. But yeah, that's the direction I see it going. And just based on, you know, very obvious pattern, like this pattern started in, I would say, as early as Sumeru, because, you know, all the, like, for example, best Bloom teams consisted of 3 characters from that region. Like, for example, you have Nilo Bloom, which takes, is it 3? Nahida, Nilo, and then pick and choose a couple, right? Hydro, Dendro, but yeah, you can use a lot of them. But yeah, so I think I guess I'd have to analyze it a bit more, but yeah. I have 5 extra red horns? No, don't say that. Don't say that. Do I really? Bro, I have 6 extra red horns, excuse you. How did I end up with 6? What the heck? Absolutely, absolutely savage. Oh my god, oh my god. Yeah. Naughty Seal says, Wolf's Gravestone broken physically. Wait, is the lore behind it that it's actually broken? A longsword used by the Wolf Knight, originally just a heavy sheet of iron, became endowed with legendary power owing to his friendship with the wolves. Okay, so I don't... Maybe there's like more lore behind it that it's actually broken or something, but you did see... You saw Varka like sharpening and stuff, working on the wolf's gravestone. Maybe he's... Oh, look at that. It's got cracks in it. It's got like cracks in the back. Oh, that'd be so cool. I wonder if in the trailer, if his wolf's gravestone doesn't have the marks and the cracks. That'd be a crazy detail if they added that into it. Now I'm super curious. Yeah. So if anyone knows if in the trailer, if it had cracks and stuff in it, let me know, because if he's repairing the wolf's gravestone, then that would be a really cool way to implement a new mechanic. We're gonna get a new mechanic that lets us level weapons to 6 stars. Yeah, you just need a 3 R5 wolf's gravestones to combine them into one. Okay, so I shouldn't have been sacrificing my wolf's gravestones. I now fully regret it. I'm just joking, of course, right? I don't... Not even Hoyoverse would dare do something like that. Not even Hoyoverse. Oh, wow, yeah. Even the tip of it is like completely messed up. Yeah, look at that. The tip also looks broken off. Both the tip and the scratches. Oh, that's actually a really cool detail. Oh man, you guys are so astute. Wow. Oh, okay, so if we actually have Kanish equip it, we can see it better. Yeah, it looks like this part is clearly broken off, plus all the scratches and the chips in it. It is not a complete sword. So if in the trailer, if he fixed it, that'd be sick. I would love that. That'd be such a cool twist. Okay. Let's see. What I wonder is if Nod Cryo will release next patch. It should be next patch. Next patch is 6.0. So imagine they add a refinement for certain characters to unlock exclusive passives. They should definitely do that. and it'd be both free to play friendly, kind of, if you manage to accidentally get the Wolf's Gravestone at some point. But yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Naughty Seal. Let's hope they don't just put a repaired Wolf's Gravestone like the Wolf Alive rock into the banner, and instead like you actually take your Wolf's Gravestone and you freaking fix it, right? And then they also give you one for free. That'd be the goat of a company, but I think they would only do that for Zenless Zone Zero, not for Genshin. not for Genshin. Yeah, the Great Wolf Gravestone. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm a little too much hopium, but yeah. That they should do it, right? I mean, Hoiver should. Yeah, there's no way. That's too player friendly. Who are we talking about here? They should just rename it to the Wallet's Gravestone. If they remake it and then just put it in the weapon banner, just call it the Wallet's Gravestone. Yeah, if Varka manifests the other half. Yeah, what if like his ultimate repairs your claymore, and then if you repair your claymore, you do like 10 times more damage. So he only works with the Wolf's Gravestone. Wolf Gravestone Redawn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like Varka, they would be just like throwing money off a bridge if they put him in the standard banner. Okay. In the future, I'm thinking of C6R5ing a few characters, and I want to know which one would be better, Chiori or Siegeween? Bro, okay, I mean... Siegeween, my friend! I mean, if you want, like, roughly Constellation 1 Uvalette of power in your Siegeween, then you can go for, like, all the way to Constellation 6. But yeah, Siegeween... Yeah, definitely. No. Okay, Chiori, Constellation 6 Chiori is pretty good. Nowadays, not as good. Okay, like we have monsters like Mavwika, Sitlali, Chaska, etc. So neither of these characters I would recommend. If you're going to pull for C6 and you're talking about meta, neither of those characters would I recommend. But I mean, since you bring up those two characters, that means that you like them. And you should just pick whichever one you like more at that point. Okay? You just pick whichever one you like more. So, let's see. Yeah. C6 Chiori. Yeah, C6 Chiori is fun to play. She's actually just pretty good too. Yeah, like she's pretty solid, but doesn't like set any records. Is how I would describe it. Yeah, she's good. Okay, so the 3 people who own Siegeween say get her C6. Yeah, I think Siegeween's banner wasn't very popular, unfortunately, for her. I think it's such a missed opportunity. Like, even if she does add some damage to the party, it doesn't feel like she adds damage, right? Because like you don't really see her numbers. You just see like Furina's numbers being slightly bigger, which doesn't feel good, right? So like that just kind of feels weird when Furina's numbers go up a little bit and it's like, oh, that's all that happened, right? So I feel like it's a missed opportunity when it came to like the way that her kit was designed and to feel. I also feel like she was probably a 4-star character and they're like, hey, what if we just make her a 5-star character and see if people will buy her? That's just my conspiracy theory because she doesn't have like a perfect team, right? Most of the other 5-star characters do. Like they have a clearly defined perfect team, especially non-standard banner characters. But not Siegeween. I just feel like she doesn't, right? Like she's a good healer, but she's not like Xian Yun where you throw her on a plunge team. She's not like Chiori where you throw her on a Geo team and she mows things down. Or I can't think of another 5-star character like this that came out in Fontaine or frankly even Sumeru. Prior to that, sure, like you have Albedo, you have Zhongli, who's like super generalist. You probably have some others too. Like you have Aloy too, right? Like what freaking team is Aloy supposed to be on? I mean, I don't even I think the junk mail is too generous for her. And yeah, but every character after that, they have a clearly defined team except for like Siegeween. And yeah, it's just kind of a ball that they dropped, and I just think they just converted her from a 4-star to a 5-star. No, she's not very good at... She's like about as good as... I haven't done the math, or even if I did, it was forever ago, but like when you watch runs of her, she's roughly as good as like C1, R1 Uvaled or something, and I'm being kind of generous here. Maybe she's a little better than that, but considering you're investing into C6, that's really not good value for your money. So let's see. Oh, she's popular in Japan. Okay. All right. Didn't know that. Japan, the Siegeween enjoyer. She's very cute. Okay. She's very cute. But yeah, that's about all she does, is be very cute. Let's see. Yeah, Aoife got his passive rewritten. No, I don't think so. She just adds flat damage, so that shouldn't affect Lunar Charge stuff, because Lunar Charge doesn't count as elemental skill damage. It counts as transformative reaction damage and Lunar Charge damage. So yeah, it's not going to be affected by that. Yeah, Aoife passive, actually don't remember exactly what it says for it, but yeah, right here it just adds Lunar Charge, just adds and Lunar Charged. So yeah, let's see. Okay, all right. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining. It is about time I go and scoop up the kid from his job at the office, pick him up from work, and yeah. Frankly, we had some, disastrous pulls, especially for Ineffa herself. Those pulls went absolutely horrifically. The weapon pulls went a little bit better, but started off strong and then fell off a bit towards the end. So yeah. All right. Thank you everyone for joining. This is a quick little stream. Just wanted to hop on, do some pulls with you guys, and call it a day. So yep. Let me find that button to end this stream. I think it is. There it is.